There we go. Hello. I see Annika. I see Wildcat in the chat. Um, Sup, guys? I'm just live today because I wanted to do a stream after all the All Hail Demyntur stuff, or the You're Now Divine remake and all that. I just wanted to like a post Q&A. That stuff is out, see if anyone would like talk about it. Don't have a lot of viewers right now. Hopefully we get more soon. But I'm just gonna kind of keep it open. By the way, for anyone who's members, which man, I know you are, Annika and Wildcat, you know, by default. Anyone who is a YouTube member, the high quality audios for All Hail Demyntur and We're Now Divine are now in the members only tab, so you can download those right now via Google Drive link. The full quality waves. Piss me off in 5 words or less. Uh, I hate you. Yeah. Anyway, welcome people to the stream. Anyone who just entered. Again, this is a post kind of Q&A for the new content that I just dropped, kind of after the Q&A video I did. But now that the stuff is out, if y'all have any questions about the lore or anything regarding that, now is the time for me to answer them. I'm probably just going to open up random stuff too. Yeah, Wildcat already has audios by default. Right now I am actually checking. How many live members do I have right now? Because I think I should have like a shit ton. Yeah, there's like 23 channel members now because of all the gifting we did. Mainly courtesy of Jake, the Robin Slayer, during the premiere. Which, by the way, the premiere link is unlisted because that's the combination of everything, but the separate videos themselves are obviously up and public on the channel. But if you had the link to the premiere, you won't see it on the channel, but if you have the link, you can still view it. It's just unlisted, so just in case y'all are wondering where that went. Yeah, gifting, I don't know what that is either. Never heard of a thing like that before. Text here. Just gifted one membership, okay. Mods in from the chat. You know, I think so as of right now. That's why I'm hoping we get more people. So if we're able to promote it, I would highly appreciate it. Trying to get some people in here. For now though, I have the All Hail Demyntur FLP open. I thought I'd probably show some of that off, just kind of show the behind the scenes stuff. My webcam is gone. Hold up. Okay, hold on. I don't think that should be right there. Do window capture. I have to. There we go. And then this should be like over here. There we go. That looks about right. I don't know why it was over there behind the webcam. This is All Hail Demyntur. A lot of you probably have already seen this because the only ones in the chat right now are the mods, and I've showed this to people plenty of times. But so I can tell, quite a long song. It's like over 5 minutes. I rarely write that long, but both this and the We're Not Divine remake managed to be over, which is cool. So we have this part here. This is one of Jalen's vocals that I took and cut up and has like distortion on it and whatnot. And has this cool effect if the pitch drops. I like the sound of it and play it. And there's my really long scream. This new mic does wonders, by the way. I think my desktop body's off. Sorry about that. Y'all did not hear that at all. I'm a dumbass. Okay, hold up. Now there's what this sounds like. Then my really long scream. This sounds so much better on the new mic. My whole mic would distort it. Like, I could be like a foot away from my mic and it would still distort the screams. And if I went on for like longer than like 2 seconds, you could tell like the quality would dip. Like, but this new mic, I can be like right here and it sounds good. And I can go for as long as I want and it sounds consistent. but
Go!
I got my scream and growl vocal ears.
One more bullet down the ramp, let's end this
I
shit.
did like a slightly new vocal mix when I got the new mic. Like for instance, I think it's like something I did in Nectar. I put like a slight chorus effect and everything now.
One more bullet down the ramp, let's end this shit off. What?
Got the chorus.
I'm carving fate tonight. I'll make it show alive.
Like that
The
one.
world's gonna.
Then my guitar. Sorry, the best thing I'm proud of this riff. I usually don't play riffs with leads in them, but I had this. And of course the harmonics, and I say harmonics because they're not really harmonics, it's just a high lead, because I actually don't know how to play harmonics, but I added a fruity flanges vibrato setting on it. Modulation, so it sounds like it. So when during the premiere I lied. They're not real harmonics, but I wanted the effect of harmonics, so that's what that is, and it sounds like it, so I got away with it. It doesn't really matter though, because it still sounds cool. And I got much better with my leads. This is the chorus lead. And then, of course, this bridge one, like this part, and then this right here. The distortion on it. And then there's the low pass filter, high pass filter, from the fruity low filter on it. Yeah. And then this solo right here. I'll play without the solo because I don't mind the guitar behind it. And then this really cool part. Love that. Just the basic harmony there. And then one of my longest screams I've done is this backing vocal for the final chorus.
I'm going way too now.
You can tell my voice kind of gave out, but that was pretty long. And then there's like a part that Jalen did. You can hear it behind it in the original, but by itself it's cool. And then have all my vocals, his ad-libs, and the chorus. Yeah, that's a majority of this. Really big fan of how this came out. It's the reason why it's one of my favorite songs. I just love the instrumental composition on it. I love the vocal effects I did, and Jalen's parts came out really good. The chorus melody I had as a vibe for not years, like probably about a year, honestly. I didn't know what I'd use it for because I didn't think it worked anything, but I finally used it for this song, and I'm glad I did because it is such an earworm, and I think it worked. Especially, Annika, I know you mentioned you really like it, so. But yeah, no, that's All Hail Demyntur, and then I'm opening up the FLP now for, yeah, I have an FLP called Dick and Cock, so there's that. And I'm gonna open up the We Are Now Divine, though. As you all can see that, because the drop-down me doesn't pop up in the window, so I got away with that. Yeah. This might take a minute. Hold up.
David's on his way home.
Yeah, I'm streaming.
David's on his way home. He's gonna take a shower. Then we're gonna.
Oh man, I love it when parents walk into your room and you even tell them you're about to go live. But they still just open the door and give you no time to mute. It's my bad, guys. my mom walked in. Even though like 15 minutes ago I told her, hey, I'm about to go live, so if you have anything, just like knock on my door and wait for me to confirm it. But she just walks right in. I don't want to be mean about it, but it's just like it's kind of annoying. Anyway, it's just weird out Divine. This one's pretty big. The original one had 5 vocal layers because it was a lead backing, the growl backing, and then the low octave chorus backing was split into 2 for stereo. I didn't do that for this version. It still sounds just as big, but for one, obviously the original, very different guitar. I didn't have the real amp yet. I used like an amp sim and Guitar Rig 5, and all the leads were VSTs. And so because I couldn't play the leads on my real guitar like the same way, because I'm not amazing at playing, I had to improv a lot. So completely different chorus lead, completely different lead there. I kept the acoustic guitar VST from the original, same audio and everything, just tweaked EQ because that already sounded fine. I didn't have to redo it. But everything else, like the synth is new, the drums are completely redone, the vocals are obviously completely redone, bass was like tweaked a little bit. This whole part here is obviously new. Before like the main bridge, and then the outro is extended with the extra vocals and the strings, which I might play this first. Love that part. Major minor type shit, baby. And this. And then this synth here is pretty cool. It's like some like dungeon boss like vibes, and then this synth I really like the whistle flute type sounding thing. The new chorus lead. Very basic tapping lead with the harmony. The vocals here.
The light is nigh, my mind is high, the broken hole inside is wide. The light is nigh, my mind is high.
This is the nectar, so I use auto-tune. I know, guys, I'm not real. But I keep it subtle enough to where if it's crazy, I always take my vocals and Melodyne, and the auto-tune's just there to keep it in line. And then Nectar gives it the chorus effect, and then the lower stereo harmony effect. There's a compressor, the de-esser, the EQ, which is so goddamn basic. I just take away like most of the bass, sub, some of the highs, some of the the high mid, and then reverb. And that's like my vocal, and then the backing is all that without the Nectar.
The light is nigh, my mind is high.
And this one, the backing and the chorus were panned, so.
The light is nigh, my mind is.
Then,
the light is nigh, my mind is high. The broken hole is.
Put it all together.
The light is nigh, my mind is high. The broken hole inside is what keeps me.
Put it all together.
The light is nigh.
So like that's that. The other thing, this high note at the end, obviously wasn't in the original. I've been way more comfortable with hitting higher notes. I have tried to improve my singing tenfold. I experimented with. I actually forgot to show you an All Hail Demyntur in the final chorus. You can probably hear it in the original song, where it's the like, we come on with the Demented, and it's the growl and scream. The growl was like a low like pig. Like, I forgot the term, but it's something Will's been doing a lot recently, and it's something like really heavy metal, like dark metal artists do. I've been experimenting with that, and I've gotten comfortable with doing that kind of vocal now, so expect to see any future metal projects more of that like low, high stuff. And speaking of high stuff, there's this crazy harmony lead here.
In the end, we will be divine.
So yeah, I'm more comfortable doing those highs now, especially those like falsetto.
In the end, we will be divine.
So really big fan of that. I couldn't have done that back when I did it in 2023. And then this like growl to scream transition is also really cool. And then the harmony.
I have gained my life.
And this part too. This part.
I have gained my life. Surrounds me. I have won the fight. Now I finally see.
And these growls and screams here.
I have gained my life. No more darkness surrounds me. I have won the fight. Now I finally see.
And this bridge part didn't have a harmony in the original.
Why am I here again? For it is my final reign.
Excuse me. Obviously, this whole new bit here.
For his heart is made of sing one. More bullets in the chamber. And two.
Yeah, that's like basically We're Now Divine. I didn't really talk about this with All Hail Demyntur, but the new drums I made, I'm a really big fan of how they sound. I made a whole new preset from scratch. And I should have to reload them, I think. There we go. But really big fan. Like I have like Maximus whatever drive on it for some really good oomph. And I love the kick, the snare that has it just not a sub, not too much. And the bass. Big fan of that. And with everything with the guitar. There's a reason why I really love this mix. But yeah, it's We're Now Divine. I'm going to open up something. People on my server know about this, but if you're not in my server and you're watching, I've been working on like covers for all the Flash Drive SSD choruses. I found like some filtered instrumentals online, and I did a cover for all the song choruses. And I might release it on YouTube. I don't know, who knows. I did, however, I did a full remake and cover of Green. So at some point I will release that. I just need a video made. At some point, I need to like plan out how I would want it, but that is done. But I cover the chorus to every other song, so I'll probably show you guys that on stream right now. Really big fan. It's like a good like vocal warm up to see how much I could do, and I was able to do all of it pretty decently. It'll take a minute because there's a lot of vocals and effects, but here we go. So I had like a fade into each one, so I'll just play it all. But yeah.
Sticking up your ass if you think I'm gonna pass. We're black, you're black.
I don't know if the stream will get claimed that I'm playing them, but
We're black, you're black. Detonate the stack. Hard to the core, incognito galore. If you had thought for a second, we're a force to be reckoned with. Count your against ours. Black on black, it's all major. Silence is fear, we attack more and more. Let it go and night, let it hit your stride. Wipe out the nation. Stream the last creation. It's black on black, QnA with a bag now.
that's black.
As they carry me.
This harmony was a pain in the ass to figure out, bro. That's black.
As they carry me.
This harmony was to make sure the stream wasn't too far off. They were like 10 seconds off. But you know, that harmony was hard to figure out for some reason, even with a vocal rip. But I finally got it. I think the stream wasn't too far off. They were like 10. Yeah.
Closer to the harmony forevermore. Lift me up and hold me closer. Fly me over and far beyond the sky. Save me. Let me grab the hands and feet. Save me. Let me hear your aching heart no more. For we hide behind the purple veil.
Apologize. Actually,
I can't take
Love
the
Red
edge
is my
of
favorite song off this album. My favorite DA game song now. Favorite song from Will is still Why Do We... Well, my favorite song from Will is still Have It Be That Game Rethroned, but this is the second place next to Silver. I really love Red.
I can't take the edge of tomorrow. I feel this work in sorrow. Hold me close, cause you will see this is not meant to be.
Yellow was pretty fun.
Life is a standstill. Well, I go
I did my own harmony for this. The other ones I based them off of actual harmonies, but Yellow I just got creative and like did my own.
well, I go windmill. Fight through the storm it brings. Embrace the pain. It's not too late. 'Cause when you're on top of the world, you make your aim. Strike your fist harder. Make this a remedy tonight. They won't know I am. Shout this melody. Thunderstorms are coming. Run free from this maze. Bask in the yellow haze. Strike your fist harder. Make this a remedy tonight. They won't know I am. Shout this melody. Thunderstorms are coming. Run free from this maze. You'll make it rain.
On green, I rendered the vocals from the FLP that I had from the actual remake, so that's why it's like,
They burn us like toxic riddle with cream. Their nicotine buds will jump off the hand that drags us through the dirt. They will know they are denied. They bleed down the pipes, they came from and fade away like a cream parade. We may go through our own disarray, but we'll overcome and let them know it hurts. They tried. My right hand totally mindset, speeding into my arms, right into the blue. Ride your clouds towards the rainbow, let it fall into the tidal form. I lay, race me to the blue. Yes, now race me to the blue. Oh. Reach out, holding my hands and we'll paraglide to the moon. We've gone far too high to give up. We're on the highest cloud above.
Hey,
If never
yeah, every single other one of these songs I tuned to Melodyne for auto-tuning them away. I didn't even tune Melodyne, they were good enough, so I just had to auto-tune on them.
above. If memory serves well, no one can tell if we're dead or alive. But we feel the thrive more and more as we glide through the sunset. How much did they all bet we drop to the ground? The molten furnace, hell's beneath the surface. Hold it out like your soul is bleeding. The anvil beating, bringing down the ceiling. Just let it out and you'll find you are now bronze. Bronze, 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 bronze. But what if I die tomorrow? Would I be true to the dawn? Lifting stars of a lonely land, where I stand by the heels of a broken man. May my faith be of my taking, made from the stars, made from awakening. Destiny was already mine. Before the afterlife, I need to find me in the silver lining. Satellite, the dawn beside you above. Let the winds be free and to the body a journey far beyond.
Oh my god, I'm figuring out the two-way harmony.
Sanctify the strange beneath those feathers. They can never understand. You are born to be high. Make yourself glow as you say goodbye.
That's those there. I was at a stroke for a minute. That's kind of it song-wise. I legitimately don't have anything else new right now. I haven't really started anything new. Because after I did We Are Now Divine and All Hail Demyntur, I just kind of like I don't have any new ideas at the moment or any new FLPs to really show. That's like song-wise. That's about it. Let me go back to the webcam. If you do want me to talk about lore, I can do that. Like, so one thing I did want to get to was talk about more like the story of the soul and what certain stuff means. Now give more of like an in-depth breakdown of like the characters and like what I eventually plan on doing. So if y'all want to hear that, let me know. I'm probably just gonna talk about it anyway. But I have a key thing to pull up when I do. There's a lot more context I can give and talk about certain events and what leads up to what. Because what's really publicly available right now is the 4 chapter breakdowns for each album, which at this point are only like 50% canon. Like, it doesn't give exact details of some things are changed. It just gives like the basic rundown for the 4 main albums. But then like the meat and the bones is what's in the prologue. That's the very beginning before Open Minded. And then where the end of the final reign is, where the We're Now Divine, where all that goes to, which was shown in the voice acting video. If y'all haven't seen, is out. It's called A Conquest for Divinity. I got one of Annika's friends. His name is Tyler K. He did a great job in the role. Hopefully get to work with him again soon. And some other characters as well. And I did the voice of Georis. I want to narrow it down more. It's not exactly like I don't love it. I like it, but I want to find like a certain amount of gravitas for it to really like make it to where I want it to be for his voice. So I'll find it at some point. But I've just been kind of testing. So I'm not like a professional voice actor. This is my first time really like ever doing it officially, I guess. But anyways, you start at the beginning. Obviously, if you listen to the prologue, you know that Georis was part of the Demyntur bloodline. The Demyntine was first known as a Siptine. He came in, killed most of his family, killed his father, and over the span of like a few decades, rolled over Demyntine, found a way to make a machine that harvested agony, spread it over the entire planet, made an empire, and then it became Demyntine. And then he ruled for thousands of years until the Everspark bloodline came in, which was the first bloodline that had like the ability to see what was going on. That's why Jonathan was the first to ever like break free and realize, hey, this ain't right. Like, what's going on here? But if y'all did see the fight artwork at the end of the Conquest of Divinity, which by the way, Charlene did a crazy good job on that. I actually have my concept that I did. I can probably show you all. I drew in MS Paint, and it's not even that bad. It's a lot different than what he came up with. There's just more so an idea. Let me see if I can add it. Image. Find it. So it's big as fuck, but basically this was the concept that I gave Shardline that I drew in MS Paint just for the idea of the fight. So the electricity coming out of their hands, that has a name. Delete that. It is pulled up because I almost forgot it. The Cryonis energy. It's spelled CRYONUS. Now apparently there's something like that in The Legend of Zelda. I don't know anything about Legend of Zelda. So if someone says, oh, he's copying, it was not intentional. I just like looked it up to make sure it wasn't something, and I think it is. And even then, I think it's spelt differently. Yeah, it's spelt differently, but apparently that's a thing in the Legend of Zelda video games. With the Cryonis energy, in a way, it's kind of like the Force from Star Wars. I'm not even like a huge Star Wars fan myself, so like, it's a power that the people who are within the planet, which, if y'all remember the prologue, I brought up a Siptide. That only comes into the story for Veda the Mind and the Ring of Light, but what I'm writing now is only the very beginning and the very end. So I'll get into more stuff for those 2 albums and the Planet of Siptide eventually, but right now we're focusing on the Demyntine because the novel is called Legends of the Demyntine. Anyway, the people who push themselves to like their full limit can only access that power, the Cryonis energy. And Georis has it because he literally pushed himself to almost the brink of death to rule over the planet. And Jonathan, the soul, did the same thing. So they're the only 2 beings in almost the entire planet's existence that can access that energy. And Georis channels it through his gauntlet on his hand. And then the soul channels it through the Ring of Light, which you can remember the Ring of Light story video. The Ring of Light itself literally does nothing. It is like a golden ring that like glows up and that's it. It doesn't have any power. It existed just like as a trophy. But it eventually, and the artwork I was getting from Shardline, the soul as I was holding it, I'm like, oh, story context doesn't make any sense, it doesn't have any power, but I rewrote it to make sense now. to where the soul can channel his energy through the ring and uses that as a weapon to fight against Jaehaerys. If you saw the artwork, you see him with the electricity coming off his gauntlet and the soul holding the ring of light. That's how they fight. Is it gives them strength. It's like pure power, and that's kind of how they do their thing. That's how the soul's able to break out of all these cages so many times and fight and eventually destroy the hive mind core. Is because of the Cryonis energy. I'll get more in depth in that eventually. That's kind of the basic idea for their power. Excuse me. Now, for how the story officially ends, I'm not gonna. I mean, it kind of gives it away. The novel will probably end the same, but if y'all remember the beginning of the We're Not Divine remake video, the narration, it's the soul breaks the hive mind, Jaehaerys crumbles down. However, after that, Jaehaerys, so the soul's already won. The hive mind's gone. Demyntur is being healed, being returned to its roots back when it was a Siptine. And Jaehaerys is weak. He's no longer immortal. He's just a dude in a bunch of, like, shiny armor. And because of how desperate he is, he tries to, like, go to the machine and rewire it, just frantically, like, what the fuck do I do? That's kind of the idea that I had eventually because of how desperate he is. The leftover energy literally sucks him in and evaporates him. Like, Jaehaerys gets fucking disintegrated, so he dies. Technically. He kills himself. And that's what happens to him after that. And then the whole thing with the soul going outside, the grass returning the green, that's the final rain cover art. That happens, and that's like the end of the story. But obviously, like I mentioned, there's everything that's Precipitide, which is Veda the Mind, Ring of Light, and then Open-Minded, which is Demyntur. By the way, all this takes place, I mean, Jaehaerys rules for thousands of years, so you're taking a time jump from All Hail Demyntur all the way to Open-Minded. That's over 2,000 years. He literally drops how many years it is in the Contest for Divinity, excuse me. But from Open-Minded to the end of the final reign, it's only a span of like 4 years, because the soul is 17 when he first does this thing in Open-Minded. At the end of that, he flies to Precipitide, stays there for a few years, or he goes there 1 week later, Veda the Mind happens, saves the world, stays there for a few years, the Ring of Light happens, and then he eventually goes back to Demyntur when he's around 21, 22 years old. So that's like, he was 17 to age like 21, so it's like 4 years. All that happens, and he's able to like put an end to the Demyntur Empire. So that's kind of like the idea. I need to like plan more of what I want in between all those parts. Like I said, I have the beginning, and then there's the end. I just need to plan all that out. I still haven't officially started the novel. I mean, the prologue is done, but like everything else, like the meat and bones of the novel, that's something me and my friend Connor still need to work on. Which I said the projected release date back in like a video a year ago. I said, oh, 2025, 2026. It's looking more like late 2026, early 2027 now, because I plan on it being at least 200 pages, and I'm a big procrastinator when it comes to writing. So I'll have to find the right time. I probably won't even start the novel until the beginning of next year, honestly, because I've still got a lot of stuff this year planned. But that's kind of the plan for the story of the soul. Eventually, there might be a few more character-based, story-based singles. If there's enough of those, there might be a new album, who knows? And then I want to sprinkle in some more, like, story, like, voice acting narration vids, like I did for Conquest for Divinity, with some more artwork. I want, like, I know Annika, there's the character of the soul's mom, which, well, no, there are names. The soul's father's name is Orion Everspark. The mom is Pandora Everspark. The father's a minor character, he's only going to pop a little bit, but the mom is like song Reclide, and if you'll remember the Final Reign story video, she gets killed by the Demynturian soldiers, and Annika is probably going to voice her, once I include her and stuff, because she's a bit more of a pivotal role towards the end of the story before that happens. But, yeah, I want to do more stuff like that, like more voice acted little videos. Check my phone real quick. Also, I'm noticing YouTube views that We're Not Divine Remake's actually getting more than All Hail Demyntur, which is surprising, because that was a surprise song drop, and I thought since Jalen was on All Hail Demyntur, it blew up more. But right now, We Are Now Divine is sitting at like 160 something views, and All Hail Demyntur's at 140. So I'm really proud of that. Honestly, I did not expect that. So I want to thank you all for support on both of those songs. It's been really cool. If as for Story of the Soul stuff, that's kind of the plan. Is to maybe make a few more songs, start writing the novel, make a few more story videos, kind of flesh it out, because I want to make it a whole thing. And if y'all don't know, Unrelated as Fuck, there are t-shirts available. I'm not wearing them right now, but there is a Soul t-shirt and a J-Horse t-shirt available on the merch shop. Links in the description. Go there, and as well, they've always available CDs are available. There's a physical music tab. You get all the original albums definitively, and as well as the Life Incarnate Deluxe and Pixel Spider Favorites, 16 of my most popular nerdcore songs on one CD. So, what's it those? But I mean, really, my throat's starting to hurt a bit because I've been talking for so long, and I think I'm coming up with something. If y'all have any questions, though, feel free to ask them. If y'all have any questions, though, feel free to ask them. Would you rather have them? David? Would you rather have? Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no games? Or games, but no games? Unlimited bacon, but no games. Asking for a friend. If you keep hearing the doubling, I'm listening to the stream on my other end to make sure my mic's picking up properly, and it is. This new mic's doing wonders, so. You're right, though. Roblox is no games, but no games. It's the same with my Steam library. I already brought this up. Like, when am I ever gonna play freaking Germa slots? Exactly. Is there any games I can open? Go play some Doom Dark Ages, but waiting for German's Big Adventure 2 to come. It's been dead hell forever. You're feeling you're joking, but what if you're not? What if that's a real game? Oh no, you're not even joking. That's a real fucking thing. I thought you were making some shit up for a bit. German's Big Adventure 2 is a real game, and it's to be announced. That implies existence of a first one, which I've never played. Is it gambling? The background? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll make sure to never play it when it comes out. Yeah, I always tell the truth like Annika being a loser. Yeah, I wouldn't take that shit if I were you. Y'all should duke it out in the chat. Y'all should just start insulting each other, but just don't use any swear words. Just like work your way around it. I'm gonna see if I can open Doom the Dark Ages. I haven't streamed it in a while, and this game's very like heavy on performing, especially with my pretty decent PC. Well, we'll just see. I'm gonna close Discord because in all reality, I don't think I need it open. Open this up. Elden Ring Stream 1. You see, it's really funny. I remember when Elden Ring's coming out. Because y'all know I made a song. But I never really... when the game came out, I played the game for like 30 minutes. 15 minutes more like. on my uncle's Xbox at one point, and then never touched it. But when it was coming out, I was hyped. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Because my friends were hyping it up, and Doom is so fucking lame. But I never did. So I don't know. I haven't touched it since. I don't own it myself. This was on my uncle's Xbox like 2 years ago or so. But, yeah, but it's funny because like I said, I did make a song because I liked the concept of it, even though I didn't really know any of the story. Excuse me, I wrote a song anyway, and it came out pretty decent. There's that game 4 times platinum, did everything shitty this game, I love it. I'm saying. So I feel with Spider-Man 2 and Doom Eternal. I beat those games so many damn times. Yet with fucking Dark Ages, which I got collector's edition, by the way, got this fucking thing. Still have yet to beat it. I'm like 3 chapters away. So I'm probably not going to beat it on this stream. I'm probably going to do like 1 chapter, and then when I get to the final 2 chapters, finally beat it. But that game came out in May, and I still have not beat it. And that's so fucked up that I have not. This is taking a minute to load. Every song's are the best ones. Yeah, I'm saying it. I love orchestral middle a lot. That's why I also love Banished to Fight. But it's just, I don't even know if it's lore accurate. So I don't know the lore of that game much from surface level stuff. So, David, since you know the game, was my song somewhat, like, accurate at all? Mr. I beat it 4 times. Going to game capture. Doing the far ages. There we go, buddy. Come on, Shepherd 19. Yeah, if you can, give it another listen through. Actually, you know what? We'll watch it live right now. And I just opened him. Never mind, I'm not doing that. Yeah, but listen to it in your own time if you can. And just let me know if it's accurate. Because I don't know. I released it like a few months after the game came out. I think it was July of that year. We're at the Harbor of Souls. Ooh, spooky. People who are joining now and see QnA stream in the title and see me playing Doom, do not worry, I'll still take questions. I'm just bored, so I'm gonna be playing Doom to kill time. Because I plan on being live for at least an hour. The game feels a bit slow. I think everything might already be on low. As far as on quality. Oh no, guys. It might have to be balanced. Oh no, it might have to look like shit. Well, you can tell that shit is getting upscaled. We're off frame rates looking like. Mind you, this is also with frame gen. You all can't see it, but the AMD side profile thing is up. I'm only getting 70, 60 frames a second. You get with a game that has baked in RTX, and I have an AMD card, but I mean it's a good AMD card. It's allegedly on par with the 4060 RTX, but it still feels a bit cluttery. Like, just doesn't feel smooth. See, that felt horrible. I don't even know what's going on. I feel like I'm not playing at my highest potential. The audios are cutting out. I think it's just a problem with streaming this game. Because it was just absolute dog water. Yeah, I can't even. I think feels so fucked up, bro. dick. Red skull required. Couldn't say my bits, I yawned. I think Dark Age is the best one to get. You see, I agree too. It's just right now it feels bad to play it because streaming it and running it is doing my PC doo-doo ass right now. But it is a very fun new game. It probably is my favorite in my opinion, next to Eternal in 2016. I tried to put the classics in there, but they're okay.
Arcane token identified.
Big stupid evil skull. The blue skull's been found. It's the woke left skull, guys. The joke, by the way. The woke left? Why'd they leave? I'm cooked. They're mine. What? What? You're like I'm playing an arcade game, bro. Everything's... Am I cooked, chat? What is even going on? I need health. That's what I need right now. I need health. Thank you. Give me your shit. Took your arm. Are you new? I can't remember. I haven't played the game in so long. Take that shit from you. Actual health! Well, damn. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I probably was. You know, I got like Men in Black memory wiped for playing it. Yeah, they probably are that. They probably I saw them before and then like forgot because, like I said, it's been a while. Oh shit. Ugh. Okay, Clay with the Logan, would you rather have your dick and balls get knife tortured for an hour or get shot in the ring with your body? So, that sounds fucking horrible. I think, I don't want my dick and or balls stabbed a bunch of times. I think I'd rather get shot in the foot or some shit that's not fatal, like miss a major artery. It'll hurt a lot, yeah, and I'll probably need like a surgery, but like, I don't want to get stabbed in the, you know, like, in the dick that many times. That sounds horrifying. That is a really insightful question, though, Clay. I do thank you. Thank you for spicing it up. We can't choose. Oh, so what if I just get shot in the head? Still, I think I'll probably take it. The life of me. Okay, I have a question for you though, Clay. Would you rather die or get killed? might be brain dead. Between the news. You're right. That's a plus. You'll live to see that. He was like shit on stream. Look at the frame stuttering is wild. That was fu- Would you rather die in 7 days or live for a billion years? Okay, so I think you're thinking my resident would you rather. Billion years is a long time. The Earth will probably be like, you know, pretty fucked up by then. I'll be floating around in space. That sounds fucking painful. So honestly, I think I'd rather die in 7 days so I can just do my goodbyes and get it over with. However, it will be pretty cool that I would get to see where civilization goes. And who knows, maybe in a billion years it will be like alive. Lyrics, like fantastic stories, like vague enough for interpretation of songs and references. The lore. Okay, that's cool. So what you're saying is I'm a really cool music writer and I deserve all the accolades in the world because I'm the best. Alright. Thank you, Alex, for the cool emote. Yes, sir. Thank you, Lord. I didn't use that, but okay. Also, I'm undead, by the way, if y'all can't see. The Slayer, like, got murdered, and now he's like a zombie, and he's like somewhere, and I forgot honestly what happened after that. So. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Hold up. I'm just really schizophrenic and no one was at my door. Because I'm just like that sometimes. Oh my god, no one cares about pets. Who? Need you.
Final totem obtained.
Jim Carrey's skull. But if no one wants to go, I might die as well. Fuck does that mean? Welcome, damn savage. Oh, fuck this asshole, bro. Sorry if it was like shit on stream. It's lagging a bit in the stream. It's a kind of a crazy game. Okay, what I do need some help. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Gotta go down. Gotta go down here. I'm getting hit from the background now. I think I might end it off for there because we streamed for a little over an hour. And I do have to get ready for something soon. I'm not going to end it quiet just yet, but I am going to stop gaming. So if there are any people watching right now, if you have any questions or anything else to like ask, now is the time. Close out of it. Turn off the desktop audio. Long story short, someone uploaded a compilation of all the NPC like concert stuff, and they used my recording of Will's concert. So I just got a copyright notice about it, and they didn't credit me. So I just put a comment saying, "Hey, like, please credit." I mean, it's not my content, it's not my concert, but I recorded it and I'm singing over it, so it's my video, clearly. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream off here. Like, didn't really do a whole lot. Thought I'd get more viewers, but to be fair, I just kind of did start a random stream. But for all of you who did watch, thank you for joining in. And if you're watching this after, I hope you appreciate the like story of the soul lore explanations. And if you're all excited for what is to come with that, I'm really appreciative of all the support I've gotten, all the work and all the help I've had in making this universe, slowly bringing it to life. Close out of Twitter. But yeah, see y'all next time. Peace.